All right, on to updates from the Russia-Ukraine war now, where Russia has launched a massive overnight missile and drone attack on multiple Ukrainian cities, killing at least 3 people, including a 4-year-old child. In a statement, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that Moscow fired more than 650 drones and over 30 missiles across at least 13 regions in one of its largest aerial attacks. The Russian overnight attacks targeted Ukraine's energy in the country's far western regions. Several areas of the country plunged into darkness and suffered power crisis amid freezing temperatures. Several targets were hit, despite Ukrainian air defense systems managing to shoot down a large number of drones and missiles. The military of the neighboring Poland said that it scrambled jets to protect its own airspace during the strikes. Air raid alerts were activated across the country as Ukraine's Air Force warned of the launch of hundreds of drones and dozens of Russian missiles. This, remember, comes at the backdrop of US President Donald Trump's statement that talks to end the war in Ukraine are going okay. Trump had blamed what he called the hatred between the Ukrainian President Zelensky and Russian President Putin for the delay in ending the war.
Stopped 8 wars. And I thought this would be in the middle of the pack, but maybe easy, but in the middle of the pack. But there's a lot of hatred between those two people, and when there's hatred, there's,
Remember, Washington has sponsored a flurry of talks in the recent weeks, though reports of progress have generally been inconsistent. Moscow and Kiev are still far apart on some key matters. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that he expected a report on a package of bilateral security guarantees and an economic recovery plan tomorrow. This following talks between top representatives of America, Ukraine and Kiev's European allies in Miami. Zelensky said that work has been done on the 20-point peace plan and that there needed to be a real readiness on Russia's part to end the war.
A lot has been worked on, primarily documents on security guarantees, as well as the 20 points of the main document, the basic framework discussed by the Ukrainian and American delegations. Rustem Umarov and Andriy Hanatov will report tomorrow.
The Ukrainian president also said that he has initial drafts of the US proposal for a peace deal, which meets many of Kiev's demands. Zelensky, however, added that neither side is likely to get everything that it wants in the talks on reaching a settlement.
Overall, it looks quite solid at this stage. These are the results of our work and our military's efforts, and importantly, not only from our side. Why? Because when drafts come only from our side, we may want many things that don't necessarily materialize. Here, the work is joint, ours and the United States. That suggests we are very close to a real outcome.
Zelensky has also claimed that during the recent fighting near the border in Ukraine's Sumy region, Russian forces had taken civilians, including women and children.